HALT really started from basically trying to find a brand out there that matched our own personal values. And so we're out there checking websites, trying to find if there was something out there that was representing veganism, but that also had the environment in mind. So there was brands that were doing one or the other, but there was no brands that were coming together and doing both vegan and eco-friendly clothing. So it was just a matter of, hey, let's see if we can create this brand ourselves. And we built HALT from the ground up with the vegan pillars in mind, being obviously the animals, the environment, and also health. So to have something that's built from the ground up with purpose, I feel like that's at the moment our real point of difference, is it's sort of these two worlds coming together to create a brand that is quite transparent and honest, and that's something that we can be proud of. Yeah, so when we think about our checklist at HALT, this is something that really happened at the start of our process when we were creating the business. It was a matter of going through, looking at a single t-shirt and thinking about its cycle. And we start at obviously the cotton farm, think about how it gets from one point to another and eventually ends up in the customer's hands. Trying to refine that is a real challenge over time. We got it good from the start, and it's just about making sure that we can continue to improve on that. For example, looking at how we can reduce the waste that we make when we deliver to customers. There's all those sort of challenges along the way, but yeah, the checklist is step by step, and eventually, hopefully, we can move to a closed cycle where it's all about recycling the organic cotton that is no longer used and making into new products and new t-shirts. I think it comes down to a point of responsibility and also being proud of what you do. I think that companies that are like-minded to us feel that sense of responsibility, and we know that at the end of the day, the clothing industry can be a scary place, but we are making a difference, and we're helping to educate people on a better way to shop. No, we're not perfect, but we're striving to be the best that we can, and I think, yeah, at the end of the day, it's being transparent. That you look at the best ethical brands in the world, and they are transparent. People know what they're buying, and that can make such a difference at the end of the day. If I could look at changing one thing in the world, I think naturally my response is get rid of the meat and dairy industry. However, when I think about that more, I think it's up to empowerment of each individual, and so I think what would be even more impactful than just getting rid of meat production in the world is giving slaughterhouses glass walls and moving them to prime locations in the city so everyone can see what it is that they're buying and they're involved in. And then I think that alone would create such a sense of change. People would make their own calls and therefore be so much more powerful than anything else we could do to stop the industry right now. So HALT stands for Helping All Living Things. Obviously there's much more depth to that, but yeah, that's our drive, that's our purpose, and people ask me if that's just related to animals. I suppose the simple answer is the focus is to the animals, but when we talk about helping all living things, we're talking about health through veganism, human health through veganism. So it does come back around, and we use Instagram as a platform to promote healthy eating, promote compassion for animals, and obviously what we can do to help the impact we have on the environment.